In August 1977, the quiet London suburb of Enfield was rocked by a case of paranormal activity that would become one of the most famous poltergeist hauntings in history. It all began when Peggy Hodgson, a single mother of four, called the police to her home at 284 Green Street. She reported that her two young daughters, Janet and Margaret, had been hearing strange knocking sounds on the walls and furniture moving on its own. At first, the police were skeptical, but when they arrived at the house, they witnessed some of the strange phenomena for themselves. They saw a chair slide across the floor by itself and a toy box levitate into the air. The police were baffled, and the case soon attracted the attention of the media and paranormal investigators. One of the investigators was Maurice Grosse, a retired engineer and member of the Society for Psychical Research. Grosse and his team spent over 2 years investigating the case, and they recorded hundreds of hours of audio and video footage of the alleged paranormal activity. Some of the footage is truly disturbing, and it shows Janet Hodgson levitating, speaking in a deep, raspy voice, and even being thrown across the room. Grosse believed that the Enfield Poltergeist was genuine, but other experts were not so convinced. Some believed that the Hodgson girls were faking the phenomena, either for attention or for money. Others suggested that the girls were suffering from psychological problems. Despite the controversy, the Enfield Poltergeist case remains one of the most well-documented cases of paranormal activity in history. The footage and recordings of the alleged hauntings are still studied by paranormal experts today. The case continues to fascinate and terrify people all over the world. Here is a more detailed account of the alleged paranormal activity that occurred at 284 Green Street in August 1977. Janet Hodgson woke up in the middle of the night to find her bed shaking violently. She looked up and saw a dresser sliding across the room on its own. A few days later, Peggy Hodgson witnessed a chair levitate into the air and then crash to the ground. Margaret Hodgson claimed to have been levitated and thrown across the room by an invisible force. The Hodgson girls also reported hearing strange voices and noises coming from the house. On one occasion, Maurice Grosse witnessed Janet Hodgson speaking in a deep, raspy voice that did not sound like her own. Grosse also filmed Janet levitating off her bed and being thrown across the room. The alleged paranormal activity at 284 Green Street continued for over 2 years. During that time, the Hodgson girls were subjected to a variety of disturbing phenomena, including objects being thrown around the house, furniture moving on its own, strange voices and noises. The Enfield Poltergeist case remains one of the most controversial cases of paranormal activity in history. Some experts believe that the case was genuine, while others believe that the Hodgson girls were faking the phenomena. However, there is no doubt that the events that occurred at 284 Green Street were truly terrifying. The Enfield Poltergeist case has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and films. In 2023, a new documentary series about the case was released on Apple TV. The series features interviews with Peggy and Janet Hodgson, as well as with paranormal investigators and experts. The Enfield Poltergeist case is a reminder that there are still many things in this world that we do not understand. It is also a reminder that even the most ordinary of homes can become a place of terror. Thanks for watching and subscribe if you want more spooky stories like this. Jake signing out. Peace.